My name is Jay Yu. I'm a dynamic global investor and entrepreneur. I have invested in and advised hundreds of private and public companies from all over the world. Follow me as I showcase the next unicorns, emerging growth companies looking to raise capital and eventually listing on Wall Street.
I'm here with Ling, CEO of OTSAW. From Singapore, is an autonomous robotics company with roots in Silicon Valley. Great to have you today.
Thank you.
Thank you. So tell us more about OTSAW and the roots and how you founded the company.
So actually, I just want to explore Silicon Valley 6 years ago. So I went there, and then I thought robotics was a cool thing to be in. During then, we wanted to build something with autonomous technology. So we hired a bunch of roboticists from Carnegie Mellon, and that's how we started. And then spent 3 years doing nothing but just pure research and development, writing the codes, building the autonomous tech, mapping, 3D mapping, SLAM, localization, navigation.
That's amazing. Yeah. So you did a lot of R&D with U.S. engineers.
Yes, you're right.
U.S. Staff.
Yes.
You originally founded. That's great. Now, obviously, there's a big IPO on Nasdaq, which is called Knightscope.
Yeah.
Knightscope is, from what I've seen, they've kind of retargeted me online too during their Reg 8 Plus crowdfunding. And I saw that they were raising money online for a long time. I think I've read they were able to get 28,000 investors from online, and I'm sure raising money through the private route as well. But they're here now, listing on Nasdaq. What do you think about Knightscope and the history, and what do you know about them?
Actually, coincidentally, I met them back in 2015.
Wow.
When I just arrived in Silicon Valley. They were just debuting their first robot during then, and I saw their robot pretty cool.
Wow.
And now, fast forward after 6 years to 7 years, they are going listing. I think it's good.
That's good. Yeah. They were able to, get 28,000 investors. So it shows Wall Street and it shows the capital markets that there's demand, and there's also, liking from the retail market for this kind of autonomous robotics, especially in security.
Yep.
So now, what are your plans and what are your ambitions for 2022?
So the business model is RaaS, which is robot as a service. So you don't need to own these robots, you just need to pay it as a monthly service. And we are not just looking at security. So OTSAW provides, disinfection robot, last mile delivery robots. We have robots for hospitals as well. So we feel that we are helping to solve all these very fundamental ground issues where, it's not just about the cost of the employees, but you can't scale because you cannot find these hands and legs. It's very serious, and it will get more and more critical over time. Now we're back here, obviously, is to look at, raising fund because of the fact that post-pandemic, we see there's a huge demand coming from all the markets, and we want to take this opportunity to grow fast, and that requires funding because, as you know, the pandemic has affected the whole supply chain, and you need the funding to go reserve the stock. Gone are the days that you get the order and then you start to build. You can't do that anymore. You need to build your robots, and then when the demand comes, you are able to supply, timely.
Sure. So you have aspirations to come here, hopefully, a listing in the future here on Nasdaq as well. That'll be amazing because of the momentum in the space.